Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Biochemistry Concepts. In the previous video, you have seen how these porphyrias are classified, and today's video is about one of the types of erythropoietic porphyria, that is congenital erythropoietic porphyria. In short, we call it as CEA, and it is inherited as autosomal recessive trait. The enzyme deficiency here is uroporphyrinogen 3 co-synthase. This enzyme catalyzes the conversion of hydroxymethylbilane into uroporphyrinogen 3. So during this reaction catalyzed by this enzyme, the ring closure and isomerization will happen. Normally during this reaction, 4 molecules of porphobilinogen are converted into hydroxymethylbilane by deamination, and this hydroxymethylbilane is very unstable compound which is further processed to uroporphyrinogen 3 by uroporphyrinogen 3 co-synthase. But here, due to deficiency of this enzyme, hydroxymethylbilane is not converted into uroporphyrinogen 3. Due to this hydroxymethylbilane is converted into uroporphyrinogen 1, which is converted into coproporphyrinogen 1 by the action of enzyme decarboxylase. Now, these uroporphyrinogen 1 and coproporphyrinogen 1 both are colorless compounds. These undergo spontaneous oxidation to form colored compounds. So that is, uroporphyrinogen 1 undergoes oxidation to form uroporphyrin 1 and coproporphyrinogen 1 undergoes oxidation to form coproporphyrin 1. Due to this enzyme deficiency, type 1 isomers are formed, that is type 1 porphyrinogens are formed, and these type 1 porphyrinogens are converted into type 1 porphyrins. So because of this, it leads to ineffective feedback inhibition which further increases the rate of formation of type 1 porphyrins. So when type 3 porphyrins are formed, the rate of feedback inhibition is good, but whenever due to this enzyme deficiency, type 1 are formed in excess, it affects the feedback inhibition in such a way that it cannot effectively inhibit this key enzyme of the heme synthesis. So due to that, the type 1 isomers and corresponding type 1 porphyrins, they are elevated in the blood. So this leads to photosensitivity. Excretion of these compounds in urine makes urine dark red in color. It's also called as port wine appearance. Now coming to the manifestations of this condition, skin manifestations are the major manifestations where we see extreme photosensitivity. The reason for this extreme photosensitivity is the accumulated porphyrins in the capillaries. So how these are contributing to this photosensitivity? So actually these porphyrins are photosensitizing molecules. These porphyrins, they participate in the formation of free radicals, reactive oxygen species from oxygen. So when the persons are exposed to the sunlight, it leads to the formation of free radicals. And these reactive oxygen species or free radicals in general, they can damage. So they can oxidatively damage the membranes, and it leads to release of destructive enzymes from the lysosomes, which leads to cell destruction. So repeated attacks of dermatitis and scarring, it leads to a typical facial deformity which is called as monkey face. Due to accumulation of these porphyrins, when UV light is reflected onto teeth, a red fluorescence is seen. So this is called as erythrodontia. So excretion of these porphyrins in urine, it turns the urine color to dark red, that is, as we discussed, to port wine appearance is seen in case of urine.